Hello, good afternoon everyone. I hope you all can hear me. Please reply via chat box if am I audible. Welcome to agricultureinformation.com webinar. Today we are going to interact with Mr. Narayana Upadhyay on organic certification. The format of the webinar will be as follows. I'll mute everyone in the audience except Mr. Narayana Upadhyay. Then Mr. Narayana will make his presentation, and after we listen to him, we can ask him our questions by typing in chat box in GoToMeeting, or you can also email me at ed@agricultureinformation.com. I repeat, ed@agricultureinformation.com. Then I'll forward the questions sent by you, and if we have time, I may unmute one or two members in the audience so that you can directly talk with Mr. Narayana. Mr. Narayana, I am unmuting you now. Please start your presentation. Mr. Narayana, please unmute yourself.
This side, Aditi Organic Certification Private Limited is one of the accredited inspection certification body in India. We do inspection and certification of organic production, sustainable and organic wild collection, animal husbandry, organic processing, trading activities as per our national standard NPOP and NOP USDA standard. We also got an additional accreditation from Canadian Food Inspection Agency, and we do inspection certification as per Canadian Organic Standard. We do inspection of sustainable and responsible coffee production as both certified Starbucks cafe practices, and we offer eco-social certification of IBD Brazil. The certification process goes like this. First you have to apply for the certification, then we give an offer. If you accept the offer, we have to conclude a certification contract. Once you sign the contract, you also submit us the organic management plan, wherein you give us in detail about your activities as per the applicable standard. Once the organic management plan is approved, one of our senior inspectors, authorized inspector, come for physical inspection. He does the inspection and write the reports, and that will be evaluated by the certification committee. If everything goes according to the standard, we grant the certificate. There are two types of certificate. One is scope certificate, which we issue per calendar year, 12 months. Therein we mention the units which are certified, product which are in the certification program. And when you start selling the product as organic, you have to apply for transaction certificate, which is an authentic certificate saying that the product is produced according to the applicable standard. For TCs, you have to give us the application, filled out application form with the supporting documents like invoice, packing list, transportation details, and the label. Label has to be approved as per the applicable standard. So this is in detail about the certification. Any questions?
Okay. Would you like to put more light, Mr. Narayana, on the organic certification? I mean, how people has to go on it, and what are the risks, and what are the things which they have to be careful?
Yeah, this is mainly third-party certification which we do for, distant markets mainly. This is third-party certification, nothing but is the guarantee system given to the consumers. It depends on the farmers or the client whether to go for certification or not. Because once you get the certification, your product, you can sell it as a unique in the market.
Okay.
And you definitely get some premium. That is the added advantage, not the advantage. But the risk is, yeah, there's somebody.
Yeah, no, please continue.
Yeah, there are certain requirements as far as farming is concerned. Let me go one by one, farming, processing, and what generally we look for when we come for inspection.
Okay. Okay, I request audience, please type your questions in chat box. So which are the segments in agriculture for which organic certification is applicable? Please give us some examples.
Yeah, it is applicable to individual farmer, group of farmers, cooperatives, processing unit, trading activities. And in case of a farming unit, generally we look for seed and planting material, organic source, then soil fertility management, pest and disease management, crop rotation, buffer zone, is there any chance of chemical drift or bleaching or parallel production, and all records, every activity needs to be documented in black and white. Documents like map, farming map with the cropping pattern, and even storage and animal husbandry, social and environmental issues also taken into consideration for certification.
Okay. Alex, Yashpal, Karthik, Yogesh, please write in your questions in chat box. So when you say group certification, I mean, what does it mean?
Yeah, this is mainly to reduce the cost, certification cost for farmers, wherein the most of the activities of external inspection body is done by the internal legal structure, where you need to develop your own internal control system, and you do the internal inspection of 100% farmers. As an external inspection certification body, we randomly come into the inspection of certain number of farmers depending on the risk involved in a project. But basically we take ICS, the internal control system, which is called internal control system. We check their effectiveness.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
And yeah, that way it is the cost of certification can be reduced.
Okay. Can we obtain this certificate for goat farming?
Yes, under animal husbandry certification program.
Okay. And how can a dairy farm milk can be certified?
Yeah, we have a set of standards there.
Yeah.
Mainly we look at the housing part, if you origin of the livestock, animal health and welfare, adequate space, freedom, movement of bedding, ventilation, shades, shelter, possibility to exercise comfortable and social behavior, feeding and water availability and quality, sanitation, veterinary medicine. You are not supposed to use allopathic medicine.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, and identification of animals, manure and urine storage,
Okay.
then documentation part.
Okay.
Yeah.
So Alex wants to know for the goat farming, I mean, what will be the cost and benefits?
It depends on how big is farm, animal husbandry farm. Generally, the cost will come around 20,000 per annum, which includes preparation, inspection, report writing, and certification decision.
Okay.
And the first year they will not get organic status. Generally, it will be put under 1 year conversion period is required, unless they substantiate that they are doing organic farming, goat farming for many years with minimum, many supporting documents and evidences.
Okay. How can we source cow which are fit for organic milk?
No, there is no such. Generally, local breeds are more, suitable for organic farming because of resistance. You can have crossbreeding. There is no such requirement. As long as we know the origin of the livestock, it has to come from organic or with less. We need their history.
Okay.
We will be checking the history on bloodline especially.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
Yeah.
And so what is the cost of taking up this certification? I mean, previously we have discussed about the on goat farming, but in generally, what will be the cost to take up this organic certification?
I mentioned, no, if it comes, if it's goat farming of say 100 animals with 25 acres of land, it may come around this one 20 to 25,000 rupees per annum.
Okay.
But again, cost estimation is made depending on the number of animals involved, total area, risk involved in a project, and yeah, there are many factors taken into consideration. But you can get our upload the tariff structure on the website as well as APIDA website.
Okay. So one of our members wants to know what about horticulture farm?
Yes, certainly we do. Our main clients are all horticulture farmers. We certify fruits, vegetable, oilseeds, pulses, vegetable and aromatic crops.
Okay.
Mainly, there are many spices, field spices and plantation spices exported to Europe, US and Canada, and even to the Middle East.
Okay. Yashpal wants to know, okay, if we source cows and start feeding them organic fodder, so how much time it would take to get certificate?
Generally 1 year, I mean, you get certification in the first year, but to get organic status, generally takes 1 year. 1 year conversion period is required. And you need to feed the animals with organic fodder and feed stuff, at least 60%. And remaining 40% can be sourced from by default organic farming or less contaminated farms, conventional farms.
Is that, I mean, cost involved in whether in horticulture, goat farming or anything, the prices are same? The cost involved is same?
Yeah, almost the same, but again, I told you, there are many factors taken into consideration before we give a cost estimation.
Okay.
But generally, the 4 headings are preparation, inspection days, number of inspection days into there is a fixed. For small farmers, we charge 8,000 per day. For big farms, that is more than 50 hectares, we charge 10,000 per day. And for report preparation, generally we charge 4,000 rupees. And for NPOP certification, 4,000.
Okay.
So in total 18 plus 12.36% service tax.
Okay. Any rebate or grant available for handicapped person?
Handicapped persons. I didn't get your question. What do you want to?
So he wants to know whether any rebate or grant available for handicapped person.
No, we definitely give a consideration. If there are genuine farmers, if there are genuine organizations who promote organic farming, we certainly give consideration.
Okay. Sir, I would like to know, have you given any group organic certification?
There are many. There are more than 64 clients, group, farmers group, spread all over India, in fact. There are many, this one, organic cotton projects run by a group of farmers, soybean, spices, and then wild collection. There are some wild forest area which comes under this group of farmers.
Rahul, can you elaborate your question? Okay, Yashpal wants to know for 20 cows farm, how much will it cost for getting certification?
Yeah, that's what I told you. It's the minimum cost will be something around 20,000 rupees, Yashpal.
Okay.
That's at least what we can quote as of now.
Yeah, because he is asking particularly, I mean, if 20 cows alone are there, is going to make any difference in the costing?
No. I told you, up to 100 animals, 1 to 100 animals, the cost almost the same.
Okay. And so, which certification standards and measures you follow?
In animal husbandry, we follow both NPOP, EU regulation and Aditi private standard.
Okay. And we would like to know how this is different from the ISO certification, the organic certification. What are the main differences?
Again, this is a process certification, so to say, third party. It's almost similar. We look at your entire product processing system. I mean, It's a system certificate. It's almost same like ISO 65. We do inspection and certification as per ISO 65.
Okay. Then why one should go for the organic
EN 45011. Pardon?
Then why one should go for organic certification? I mean, there should be something different features. I mean, just you said ISO certification and organic both are same.
See, we as an inspection and certification body, we have to be accredited by recognized accreditation body as per ISO 65 EN 45011. That is the accreditation for us. But for certification, organic certificate, there are standards, set of standards, national standard or regional standard or private standard. There will be set of rules and regulations which needs to be followed.
Okay. One of our members wants to know, have they done any certification for dairy farm?
We have a prospective client. We did the inspection, but they have to get the organic status. I can name also. It's one of its kind. It is called Akshay Kalpa. Anyone heard of Akshay Kalpa? Which is Karnataka.
Okay.
So we did a couple of inspection already, but they have to get organic status. There are some issues.
Okay. And how much it took to be certified that farm?
Well, initially the project was a big one, around 300 farmers. Each farmers are having 5 acres of land where they grow 15 different kinds of green fodder and meat fodder plus azola. And there are sensors starting from udder to final chilling unit. And well, in about 10 to 15 farmers are doing well, extremely well. It's a pilot project in fact, and the remaining are in the process, and there are some issues. It's almost more than 3 years now. They're still working out to streamline everything and make it economically viable. Yeah.
Okay. They also want to know how they got benefited by getting organic certification.
Yes, for certified organic product, you definitely get a premium price and it will be unique in the market. It's a guarantee given and we take responsibility to see that the quality is up to the mark. Yeah, you can always claim that.
Okay. And Rahul wants to know, where would one get organic certified seeds for farming rice?
Farming rice, there are certified paddy growers. You can try with Saja Sambuddha if he's from Bangalore. Or there are certain institutes which also sells organic certified seed materials. I don't know whether Dharwad University can supply them the seeds. I have to check. But for paddy cultivation, which variety he is looking for? Which area?
Rahul, please type in which area. Okay.
Rahul, you are from Bangalore or? Hello?
No, he's muted, just a sec. Rahul, I am unmuting you. You can talk directly to Mr. Narayana. Rahul? Hello? Yeah, please ask your question directly with Mr. Narayana.
Yeah, where would I get this red rice variety seeds?
You are based in Karnataka or?
Yeah, based in Karnataka.
Yeah, Rahul, you can try with Saja Samruddha Krishna Prasad. He has got more than 40 different varieties of red rice.
Okay. Thank you.
Yeah, welcome.
Okay. And can you help them to get this kind of premium customer who buys the organic milk?
There are many outlets in Bangalore, more than 158. They need certified products. They keep on asking us where we can source products. They need milk also, organic milk. In fact, Akshay Kalpa already established their customer base. and they are selling. And the keeping quality shelf life of the milk is 5 days minimum.
Okay. He wants to know at what rate.
50 rupees a liter as of now.
Okay. So Yashpal is saying what I understood is Akshay Kalpa is taking 3 years to get organic status.
But the land goes for conversion. In fact, they have already completed 3 years land. But for animal husbandry, it is 1 year. 1 year conversion period.
Okay. Yashpal wants to know, can we say what milk is organic legally?
Yeah, Anita?
Yeah, Yashpal wants to know.
Can you repeat the question, please?
Can we say that Akshay Kalpa milk is organic legally? He wants to know.
Well, it is not certified organic as of now.
It's not certified.
It's not certified. Yeah. But yeah, because there are certain parameters or issues which needs to be complied with before we can say it is certified, 100% certified.
Okay.
So I don't. There are some confidential information not be able to share it with you.
Any books or training available on this?
Any training?
Any books or training available on this organic certification?
We can give you the basic data or basic information, but there are enough literature and books available.
Okay.
Browse and or you can email us if you have any specific requirement.
Okay. Yashpal has a question. I mean, when you say they are not organic, then how can they sell as organic if they haven't got any certificate?
No, they are not. Well, in principle, quality-wise, they comply, but it is other administration traceability part or labeling part which needs to be, they claim this is self-claimed. It is not, given by a third-party certification for our body, third party.
Yashpal,
they just say it is organically produced milk.
Okay.
Yashpal, have you seen the response packaging of Akshay Kalpa?
Yashpal, I am unmuting you. You can directly talk with him.
Hello.
Yeah,
Hello.
please.
Hello.
Yeah, good afternoon, Yashpal.
Yeah, very good afternoon, Mr. Nayan.
Yeah.
Yeah, though it is little away from our main topic. So as I seen this Akshay Kalpa selling milk as a organically, and they are charging higher price. But as we know, still it is not organically certified. Is it?
They have not claimed it is certified organic. They have not claimed it as a certified organic. Have you seen their package, the labeling part?
In label it is not written, but as a words of mouth from the customer, what we heard, it is organic milk. It is organic. It is organic milk, and that's why we are paying 50 rupees.
Yes.
So,
yes.
Anyway,
Yes, but all their registered farmers strictly follow the rules. They have a selection criteria. I am sure I can tell you over the phone.
Okay, it's okay.
Yes, sir. Yeah, thank you.
Chetan, please type in your question. I haven't heard any question from you. And please, I request all other members continue typing your questions. Okay, sir, are there different norms to the quality of the product to be sold in Indian market and international market?
Yeah, to sell in Indian market, the product has to be certified as per National Program for Organic Production, NPOP. If you want to sell the product in EU, you have to comply with the EU regulation 384/2007. In USA, it is NOP USDA standard, National Organic Program of United States Department of Agriculture.
Okay.
Likewise, there are regional standards, private standard. If you talk about Swiss, they have Bio-Swiss standard, that's a kind of private standard. And in Australia, there are many other certification bodies. So it depends on the countries to country. They have sometimes they accept there is equivalent status. Now, earlier we have NPOP was supposed to be considered to be equal in the EU standard. So you can sell NPOP certified product in EU. But recently there was some amendment. You can sell only the raw material or the individual products, single ingredient product, but not the processed product, which is no more equivalent to EU standard.
So one of our members, he wants you to certify a dairy farm in Haryana. Can you help him? He wants to set up a dairy.
Certainly.
Yeah.
Certainly. There is a, as I said, there is a step for organic certification. First they have to apply for certification, then you have to give an output. They have to conclude a contract with us. Then they have to send us organic management plan, giving entire details how they are going to carry out organic farming. Yeah, that includes can you, as I mentioned earlier, origin of the life, animal health, welfare, adequacy, space, freedom, movement, breathing, ventilation, possibility to exercise, feeding and water availability, quality, sanitation measure, veterinary medicines. So they have to plan in advance how they are going to carry out all these activities. Identification of animals, how they manage manures and urines, origin of this one, feeding stuff, conformity of the additives, if they use additives, labeling and traceability part, post-harvest separation from non-certified product, post-harvest source of pollution, if there is any, they have to take control measure. They have to give us records like map of the drawing of the plots, buildings, invoices for the purchase of the animals, feedstuffs, veterinary medicines, and other relevant inputs, stable book, origin of the livestock, records on the daily production, storage book, processing, packaging part, and the sales part also. So this is in brief. So if he has got any questions, he can email us. I can send you the standards.
Okay.
Follow. Thank you.
So after two more questions. After taking the organic certification, it is valid for how many months?
Yeah, 1 year. Certificate is valid for every year. They have to renew.
Okay. I think Mr. Narayana is running short of time. So I request audience, if you have any further questions, please visit agricultureinformation.com under online education in webinar thread. And I'll give you the link where you can post your questions and you can directly have discussion with Mr. Narayana. So this is a link where you can post your question and continue the discussion directly with Mr. Narayana. And I also request audience to please fill the feedback form on today's talk. So this is the feedback form. Please spare few minutes. I would also like to inform the recording of this will be uploaded in our webinar thread of our discussion forum. And before I end this meeting, I would like our people to know that we have an agriculture website. This is the link. If you are looking for any agriculture products, please do visit this site. Yeah, I would like to thank Mr. Narayana for the informative talk. This is an event organized by agricultureinformation.com. Please visit our webinar thread under the online education section for updates on forthcoming events. Mr. Narayana, thanks. And I would like to thank all the audience for joining us. So I'll be closing this meeting now. Have a nice day.